Hello, everybody. Super bright again. I might need to close the curtains.
Yo, you're super dark and I'm super bright.
I'm dark.
Your contrast
See
is
how
bright.
freaking bright it is.
Uh,
I'm just gonna actually shut the curtain quickly, and you can see my hexy pal in the background.
oh, okay. It's right now, but the tone of my brightness because crazy sun.
Oops. Tangled in cables. Alright, I am going to be animating something different for a change. Still dark. Still so much light coming from there.
So maybe I should publish this. Maybe proofread it.
Right, I was doing the timings of this. I'm going to do one of the animations that Kostas was doing before from the action sequence in chapter 2.
Hi, I'm Kostas. That's what I want to say. Save draft publish. Cool. Ready to publish? Notification will be sent to your backer inboxes right away, but you can still edit this post. Right, publish. And then when I discover that I fucked up, then we'll see. Yay. Okay then. So what am I doing?
So this the way you've drawn the spaceman and the Amazon for the action sequence, is it smaller than the normal size?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to put some music on.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what the music is.
That thing that you sent me. I was gonna try and get
That
something
thing that I
else
sent you,
started.
what did I send you?
Some no copyright thingy.
Oh, is it not copyright?
I don't know. It says it is. I looked in the
Yeah, I
comments.
know
No
that.
one complained, so I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, but if they posted it like a billion years ago, I suspect that's when it made sense. I don't know.
Sorry.
I think if they posted like 2014 and they say no copyright, then I don't know what kind of new laws have passed, but whatever.
Yeah, that's why I don't feel totally comfortable with it, but I don't really want to do the same as yesterday. I wonder if we're gonna get any Aussie in the chat. So we said we weren't gonna stream.
Said that only to Aussie.
Sorry?
We said that only to Aussie.
No, what do you mean? We said it on stream.
Yeah, so oh yeah, there were two more people. Wait, I've never heard you sneeze every time you say you're gonna sneeze.
Because I try to.
There he is.
Just talking about you.
Being summoned by sneezing.
I tend to try to mute myself when I sneeze. Which is probably the reason why you haven't heard. We found some things to do. Well, we found. Costas found some things to do on stream. That's why we're streaming.
Yeah, we said that in hopes that Ozzy wouldn't come, but he found us out.
I drink my hot tea. That's too hot.
Too hot to handle, too cold. Cold. So,
Caramba. How are you doing today, Ozzy? Thank you for the follow, Fractured Lock.
yeah.
Super appreciate it. So today was super duper cold and I could barely get out of bed. It was like 1 degree when I woke up. Which I totally get that it's colder in some other countries, but it hasn't been that temperature for a while now. Yeah. Busy. Yeah, I feel like I might be getting ill, but it's alright. I also tell myself that I shouldn't admit that I'm getting ill, because then I kind of believe it myself. I try and ignore it. I tend to stay healthier, but... yeah, how are you doing, Costas?
Oh, you're asking me? Yeah, I'm okay. I usually wake up early in the day, but I was really tired this day, so I was like, I'm not gonna put an alarm for today. And I didn't regret it, so I did need that sleep.
You've got to do that every now and then.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wake up whenever, but I actually, I woke up like almost 2 hours after my usual waking up time, and I was like, wow, I really need that. Let me see. What's it?
What are you working on today, Costas?
Working some very rough backgrounds for the village to figure out eventually what's going on there.
Oh, your camera's covering most of what you're doing.
Oh.
You need to move it, or?
I mean, I'll keep it in mind.
That's better if that's alright.
Well, why is there a huge, like, part of my camera on my timeline? Yeah, it doesn't work if I zoom in, because I need to look at the bigger picture here. What are you drawing there? Need any reference? Or is this perfect? Okay, here. Just cave in and use some reference.
What was that reference?
It's like caves and stuff.
The size of the spaceman's head compared to what it should be. How am I gonna do this?
Hey, it's the Deluxe Talks. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Sarar.
It's just to stop people from calling me Sarah, which I get is how my name is spelt, but it's
you definitely stop them. No one is pronouncing it in chat though, they just type it.
No, I know, I just prefer people to know what my name is.
Okay. Like this.
It's the man with the crazy haircut talking about. Did you have a haircut?
What? Not now. I had it last week.
I didn't notice. Oof, how do I draw this smaller?
I also have my own haircuts. Doesn't like give them to me.
You do your own haircuts.
Yes. Big of a cave. Three. What cave reference they have? Just big. To open. I don't know.
Where are those from?
Like
Remember.
it's a folder called caves that I had in my on my hard drive somewhere. Maybe from like ages ago. From like since before the trailer. I don't know, I kind of like that, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it says sometimes it says on the actual drawing like this is Naughty Dog Uncharted 2.
Ah, cool.
It looks funny on it. Like,
Yeah.
hello, I'm in a cave. I see a few viewers in chat. Hopefully, some of you have checked
Ooh.
out the updates. If you're here,
Hello,
because we don't usually
everybody.
have them. You
Something might
hello.
bumped up.
The Descent, because that's one movie with caves. I think The Descent had like, really narrow caves. It's the first time I actually know what you're talking about by accident. That would be a perfect example of no one understanding what you're saying, but I've seen this film. I mean, yeah, okay, you can look at what I'm doing. Let's go to Pinterest and find prehistoric cave. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want to find paintings though.
Was it just coming out of like cave
Hey.
paintings?
Hello. Yeah,
Hello.
lurking is absolutely fine. Now you broke the illusion of lurking though, but still.
Yeah, I feel like having other people doing game dev like streams in the background whilst you're working is quite nice. Makes you feel like you've got some company. Not that I can do that now when we're streaming, but yeah, I mostly lurk in people's streams.
Yeah, same. I never like type anything, so it's fair game. Yeah, sure. Prehistoric cave, not paintings. Prehistoric cave, paintings for kids.
Is
What?
that what you search for? Prehistoric caves, not paintings.
Illustration? Yeah, but the thing is, I type prehistoric cave and it's giving me like actual like art from prehistoric caves.
Thanks for the follow.
What is this? Okay, there's some caves here.
Why did I start with like a super complicated drawing?
How about a illustration? Doesn't have to be prehistoric. I mean, rocks are rocks, right?
Oh, he says try looking for Milodon Cave? It's Milodon Cave.
I don't know. I'll just type it just to see what he's talking about.
Ooh. Where's that? Oh, Chile, of course.
Everything is silly.
Oh, just for like people watching, Kostas is working on designing the village, right? The Amazon's village.
Sort of.
Sort of?
Anyway, yeah, go ahead. I thought we were gonna open a discussion on this, not just like bullet pointed, but okay.
No, I was just doing a little update for that you're working on that, and I'm doing an animation for an action sequence.
Ooh, what's this?
But they're at a smaller scale, so I'm kind of struggling with how to draw them. I don't know how to get these like 6 dots onto his tiny little face. I guess we missed one, but then...
Oh, right, because it's smaller hat. But
yeah,
like
and then when you put that, it just looks really dumb. Right?
yeah, it's pretty much what I'm doing.
Maybe it actually doesn't look too bad.
I'm actually looking at some drawings to like use as references.
Costas looks like he's surfing the net, to be honest. Okay. It's got her little shorts on.
Stealing people's composition studies. I'm in a rabbit hole where I'm looking at this concept art stuff. That's nice. Yeah, it shouldn't be like common what says work on the games, more like common what says what's things. Very nice bike outside. Hey, see Sarah's there. What's he doing?
Hey,
Oh,
Sarah.
using
Beat
trying
Beat's
her
got
best to put
sunglasses.
sunglasses on the story. The old stuff. Let's see. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna a shitty one.
Thanks for the follow. I like your name, Kirby1 Kenobi. Thanks for the follow, Fleegan. Guessing you guys are coming from Kickstarter. If you are, we apologize we didn't let you guys know sooner, because we started about 3 weeks ago, I think.
Well, perhaps we shouldn't apologize because it was the beginning was a bit terrible figuring out everything.
That's the thing. We were just
so we spared you all this.
We were trialing it out and
so not working on it.
sort of getting started, so we know a little bit more what we're doing. Maybe we still don't know, but we're a little bit more.
Yeah, better than just the stream like dying every once in a while and things like that.
Yeah, be warned. Still, that might happen because my internet's not the best. It's been pretty alright. Yeah, it's been alright lately.
We've been in a stable condition.
Sometimes my internet just cuts out and I come back like pretty much straight away. Just have to wait for it to reboot. And then sometimes I get power cuts. So there's not really much I can control with that.
There's no middle default on my camera. It's either like blinding sun or like abyss darkness. It's the 2 defaults on my webcam. Like literally every time the sun like decides to like shine over there, that's when things change. Okay, so what am I doing? This is supposed to be a cave, so it's just like whatever. Let's just draw like bullshit caves. It's gonna be rough anyway. So okay, let's map out the village actually.
Costas, do you mind looking at this at some point and tell me what? Wait, let me circle it, I guess. What this is? Such a shit circle.
Live though, right? So I have to wait.
Yeah.
Should I be again?
Probably look now, I should be. I did a really bad purple circle around your gif. It's just, is that his hand? Is it part of her? Is it her top? Sorry.
You did. Is that one circle? It feels like a billion circles. Okay, wait.
Yeah, but look at what's in the middle. I said it was a really bad circle.
It feels like it's what is that?
Like
maybe it's her cloth. I think it's where her neck ends and where her top starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where would the spaceman's other arm be?
It's somewhere behind her.
Okay, okay.
Well, the idea is that yeah, it's probably like he's holding her, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Maybe
her
you'd see
body
his
rock.
hand? I don't know. Okay, thanks for the
Yeah, I don't.
clarity.
I didn't bother with a hand because it's like such a tiny thing, and then keeps he keeps getting in front of it, and then he keeps moving stream, and then it's the village square here, and then it should be a big cave.
So technically, I guess that should be there.
X. And this is the amazing map.
Is this your, your map?
Head.
Wait,
Yes.
what is that?
So
What's to the right of the village square? Entrance. Entrance?
Sure, but exit. Which is
Oh, exit. Sorry.
you read the entrance from 4 letters.
All I could read was ent. I'm looking at like a tiny version of your screen.
Can you imagine you like every time you go to a building, it's like, ooh, there's the entrance. Oh, why am I outside? The entrance to the outdoors. I don't know why I drew that. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm gonna take this and copy it. I'm going to have it somewhere around here. And right now we're doing the cave. So initially that was going to be her cave, but I would like this cave to be revisited later on and have a little puzzle in it. So I'm gonna expand it a little bit. That's the idea, at least. It's not finalized. We have to look into it. That's the idea right now. So now it's empty, but then it's gonna be having other stuff in it towards the end of the game. Is that fine? The wall here. Matt is gonna be so happy.
Who's gonna be happy?
Matt.
Oh, why? Because of the rocks? Matt loves drawing
You know,
rocks.
Our math painter. Monkey Island have, yeah, when you go inside the monkey's head, it has like a lot of cave systems and stuff.
The monkey's head?
Yeah, on Monkey Island.
talking about
Like
Monkey
literally
Island.
on Monkey. Yes. Does the sound not travel very well over there?
I don't know. It's either because I'm concentrating.
Yeah, I was saying how in Monkey Island, literally
I
in the
missed that
monkey's
bit.
head, and on Monkey Island, that there's a cave system where he's
Right.
looking for the ship.
It's like
I
selective
just
healing.
remember that. So I just remember that there's probably some reference there. Oh, there's talks of a proper lockdown here?
Oh, already?
Oh, apparently, okay, it's not final. They're going to decide this week.
High solidarity.
So many droids with Sarah named them beat boobs for some reason.
I need to do more emotes for the channel at some point.
Yes.
But like some of the
Also,
stuff. Yeah.
Sarah has hydrate button because he forgets to drink water apparently.
Good point.
Does that? I don't know, but sure. Wow, Ozzy has so much competition on Saturday.
Good thing it's a busy day for him.
Brad. See if he's going to be summoned by my comments. This looks like a horrible cave, and this is the final art of the game.
Oh wow.
Sleep here. See, that's a bed. Bed.
Are we gonna be able to adjust the cave that
No.
Matt's already drawn? No?
Hopefully, yes. I mean, there's probably going to be a few backgrounds that should be adjusted.
Like, just bear that one in mind is what I mean.
Yeah, I couldn't actually find this art anywhere.
Ask him for it. I've got like a screenshot of it
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'm working on that. I remember it was kind of like the flipped version of what I'm doing now. But I'm pretty sure that you can remove like one side of it and like expand it. So.
Expand it, yeah.
And it needs, if I remember correctly, it was flipped too. But yeah, like every area with design of the village initially, it was not taking into account exactly what happens in the end. So now I feel like at least like 2 or 3 of them need to be expanded, and other ones need to be blended together.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, question. Actually, the answer might be obvious, but I was thinking of having like I know it's a prehistoric tribe, but I know we have dinosaurs and spaceships and everything, but for realism. But I wanted to have like a vine ladder or something that they are using to get up and down from like a high point.
Mm-hmm.
But today I was thinking, is there like some sort of primitive elevator or like a pulley thing or like something that you lower yourself or raise yourself, like a bunch of vines and
Sure.
wood and planks? Because that would be cool.
Sure.
And I was thinking like, in the cave, the big cave, how that crystal is up there, like in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering how they get up there. So maybe they should have like pulleys or something for that.
For that, I would just say stairs. Yeah, well, not stairs, not like super...
like a rocky system of
just
not
like
ladder,
a very
stairs.
primitive stairs going up, as in like just rocks going upwards, like not cut out perfect stairs, but yeah, rocks.
Yeah, could be.
I think that makes sense because it's a mountain. Like it would spiral round or something like that.
Yeah, but what about an elevator? That would be cool too. On another part.
I wouldn't say an elevator. I'd say what you said, as in like a pulley system.
Yeah, that I don't mean an elevator. You don't press
okay.
a button to go up there.
Yeah.
But I mean like as in like self-sufficient in a way that you can like pull it yourself and you go up and down.
Yeah.
Because that would work nicely later on in the game, where you kind of like have to activate it to like move on or something. Or like it's high up there and you kind of like can't go there. Anyway, it helps a little bit. He looks like a bug like that.
Oh, are you looking at mine?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if
I would maybe do the top one to be the same size as the small one, the top eye or whatever.
I don't know. It doesn't. I could try it, but I didn't like the idea of that.
No.
look at it. Or where you want it to be.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up to reality. Okay. It doesn't look great, but if you do them that small, you can probably get 3 of them, right?
No, because then you have like a line of blue.
See line blue. I do, yeah. Just keep doing what you were doing because that was better than than what I see now.
Does it look alright overall, the drawing?
Not the new version I'm seeing. Overall, it looks fine, I think.
I put some shading on
Like,
the
see, it
legs.
does look like her. I don't know if the size of his head might be a bit bigger. Like, if it needs a little bit extra at the back or not. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Hey.
Sean! Sarah's one lucky gal. Thanks, Sean.
Nice.
And hi, Sean.
Oh, cool. Someone subscribed on YouTube. We put like 1 billion of the older streams there, so if you guys feel like extremely bored, you can like have some playing in the background or whatever.
Yeah,
previous streams.
they're
Or you
not,
can just skip through them and see what kind of art we've been doing or whatever.
they're not edited, so there might be some like beginning bits where it's like, oh, are we live? Like, then trying to sort out the volume and stuff like that. So, apologies for that, but
Yeah. I should say now that Sarah is not paying me for any of the subscriptions, and everyone should know, because this smells like taking advantage of me.
Sorry.
So just for the record, I'm getting no money for this. Exploited.
So do you want me to do whites on his
Money,
feet?
yes. No. White on his feet. Oh, that thing. I don't know. I thought it would feel like nice to have like a. It's kind of like a gust of air. Like it could be. You should have opacity on it if you do it. Like the idea is that this is the outline I drew, but it would be like a white little flickery thing. Maybe your screen is trying to catch up to your mind, does he? Ha. Ha. Burn. Really sick burns. What the fuck am I doing? This is... Okay, whatever. Let's put some details. Okay, let's all agree that this is not going to be like a perfect art stream. So there's going to be some bullshit. So, okay, we got this out of the way. Which means that probably have like a torch here. Torch. That looks homey now. Ooh, look, nice torches. Ooh. Okay. Here.
Might take that away for now.
And then like bird thing here. And then another bed. And then here. And then like, I don't know, another pot. And then I have half more cake to fill. Another thing. One more thing.
So what is the spaceman doing in this? He's sliding down a tree.
Oh, wait, okay. Should I clarify what I'm doing? Okay, which animation are you doing now?
Slide and swing.
Slide and swing, okay. If you did slide and jump, you should take into consideration that the first 3 frames are the idle looping frames, as in like they loop together and they're like the idle position of him.
Not in this animation.
No, but the probably the first one you just did is part of those 3. Just keep in mind.
Okay, but he's sliding down a tree, is what I was asking. Yeah.
Yes, he's like Tarzaning this thing. surfing down. I think they were calling it tree surf or something in that film. I mean, the animators were, not something they call it in the film. In a cave, Sarah. What else in a cave, people?
What?
What else is in a cave of prehistoric people who have it as a house? I don't know. Is it a stick here? Look, there's a stick. Maybe another one. It's maybe a bunch of sticks that look like tools.
Like.
Oh, there's a little fire in the middle.
Pretty like prehistoric, like I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I just.
But that you then, if we decided they're gonna have some pulley system, you'd think they'd have like some more.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, it couldn't. Doesn't have. It doesn't have to be a pulley. It could be like, look, it's plank. Like they can make rafts, right? Because we make a raft later. So you can do this. This is like a wooden plank, and then you can use vines, right? And then you can put those vines above a tree, and then that's it, right? Like they wouldn't make like the actual pulley that you say, but there has to be some kind of like.
Well, that would.
I have to. I have to Google like prehistoric. It doesn't literally have to be a pulley as long as it doesn't like.
I wouldn't look up prehistoric pulley if that's what you're thinking. Like.
No, I'm not saying that, but it would look like prehistoric, either elevator or prehistoric.
I don't think that exists.
Yeah, it should. Wait.
Really?
I don't know. Let's type for the chat to prehistoric. Wait, that's Greek. Prehistoric elevator. Information and facts about ancient elevators. Greek scientist and inventor Archimedes. There we go. That's my Greek intuition. Yeah, although Greeks are a bit more recent than. Oh wow! I didn't know Archimedes created the first elevator. Anyway, it's not how weird. It's going to help us. Elevator history. There's a website called Elevator History. Seriously. Okay, they need pulleys for that. Yep. So Greeks invented the elevator. Interesting. You are welcome, everyone. I'll take credit for that. Elevator museum. Wow, people really have a hard on about elevators. What can I say about the elevators? I guess they have their ups and downs. That joke was another level. Hope everyone's floored by these jokes. Did Sarah die? I didn't hear any responses. Well, like I'm by myself here.
Sorry, I naturally block it out. I've grown immune.
Going. Yeah, okay, so prehistoric elevator doesn't work. Prehistoric. I don't want to play devices, but prehistoric constructions. Prehistoric buildings. Not the Parthenon. Just keep. I guess that's prehistory, but I mean more like tribal. Okay. What do I say? What did I type? The thing is, I might be typing something that doesn't exist, so I fell elevated from a joke. No problem, fractured lock. It's only going up from here. Because we're at the bottom of that. You know what? That's not a problem I need to solve now.
Anyways, my point was if they've like invented some sort of way of like
Thanks to left
going up stuff,
I did say that. Yeah.
that they'd probably have like a few more inventions of sorts. Like, and not everything would be super duper primitive, is what I mean. Even if it's designed in a primitive sense, like you say, using vines and so on. But I can't think what.
But Sarah, Vine doesn't exist anymore. I think now it's only TikTok. How is everyone feeling about this? Just, I think Sarah got it. It took me only 6 seconds to say this joke. A bit old too. Let's find some big rogues counterweight. Yeah, something like that is what I'm thinking. Actually, I'm gonna draw this area right after this one, so we'll see how it goes. I've read that Greeks also invented the alarm clock. Nothing will ever let me forget you. Really? Did we? How do we do that? It was like the alarm clock of before machines was like roosters and stuff. Yeah, Vine was cool. I mean, I don't know. Didn't use it that much, but I like the concept of it. Seriously, like I'm really every time I'm designing a puzzle, I'm really trying not to use a vine as an item because these vines are like perfect for solving everything. It's like, ooh, you just throw a vine, you tie it there, you do this. So we really have to be vine conscious about this. This has drawings on the wall. What is this? Someone with a spear. What is this? T-Rex? See, now we're filling stuff.
Didn't Matt did some like good. Didn't he?
Walls.
What do you call them?
He did like an etching, or what do you call it? Like a
cave paintings
engraving.
On the wall.
Yeah.
Need to find that background though.
Oh, you mean the cave background, like the main one?
Yeah.
The thing is.
No. I mean the one that he did on stream, wasn't it?
Oh, did he? I don't remember that. Yeah, I was intrigued to go back to his old, like, his Twitch stream and just see if it's saved or something. It might not be, though, right?
No, I wouldn't have thought so unless someone, clip something. Let me have a quick look. Oh no, this isn't that one. I've got the other one. Isn't the cave. Send that to you anyways. The cave.
Oh, that's a nice one. Closer at the bottom. What can we do with this background?
Look at that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the screenshot is that I took.
Yeah, I typed cave on my my hard drive, but I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I definitely would not have saved it as cave. Thanks for the... I was going to say thanks for the link. Thanks for the follow, Nevik link.
Every time someone follows Sarah like listens to a little jingle that he has for that. But from my point of view, that I've muted the stream so that I can listen
you can't
to
hear
Sarah.
any of those noises.
I always hear Sarah go, and that's when I know that's
that's your noise.
But yeah, for my first instinct is like, oh no, Sarah's choking on something.
You saw it on Kickstarter.
Hey. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we thought it would be a little bit smarter if we were actually live once we put the Kickstarter update out, because otherwise, like, everyone would forget after a minute of us posting it. Yeah, but we're doing this like almost every weekday.
Yeah, we're saying every weekday, but naturally there's some weekdays when we can't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but like one weekday we haven't done this like lately. As in like we do this. Let's say minimum is like 4 times per week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cave party. So
I should change the cave fire to that little gif that we did. The cave party gif.
oh yeah, we have two versions of the cave party. That's why. Yeah, when am I gonna do those animations for those other games?
I was gonna say you wanted it for Friday, didn't you?
No, it's for
okay.
Two of them will come out tomorrow. Actually.
It's for tomorrow.
Well, I mean, we don't. It's not our game that's coming out, so I don't have to
it'd
rush
be nice
this.
to do it. Both of them are tomorrow.
Two of them are tomorrow, and the other one that's I already have done is not for tomorrow, so it's for the day after that. I think. I don't know. One of them is definitely tomorrow. So there's this game called Dude, Where's My Beer? That is an adventure game. It's coming out tomorrow. You guys should check it out if you want. And there's another one. What is it? Second Police is coming out either tomorrow or the day after. Those are all indie adventure games, by the way. Let's see Twitter. Second Police. This is coming out the 5th. Remember. That's tomorrow.
No.
And then how do you type that? Hollis game with the dinosaurs. Zvin, how do you pronounce this? Adventure. I type adventure. I typed adventure and I found it for some reason. Snail? That's coming out in...
Hey, Nathan.
2 days. So, okay. Anyway, yeah, our idea was that they were gonna do... Hey, it's Nathan, isn't that? Hey. The idea was that we were going to do some little tribute animations for those new games that are coming out, just to like celebrate that. But after the Kickstarter update saying, come and see us work, if I started working on other games, that would have been a little bit confusing for everyone, so I'm not doing it. I bet it's confusing as it is now that I'm explaining everything. No. Well, Deluxe Tux gets around usually twice every 8 months, if I remember correctly. As you said, you haven't been leaving house, but I did. It's very noticeable from this side and light, isn't it?
But apparently you said last week you had it cut.
I have a haircut every 2 weeks, but because I do my own haircuts. Thank you. Thanks, Nathan. Actually, yeah, I had a haircut on Thursday, and then we didn't stream on Friday, and then I guess Nathan wasn't here on Monday, so maybe it's more clear.
Yeah, I think the lighting helps a lot.
Yeah, but it's also funny because like some of my friends who haven't seen me for 2 weeks were like, "Oh, hey, you had a haircut." I was like, "You haven't seen me for ages." Like, how do you know that was? I mean, you can tell it's fresh, but if I have it every 2 weeks, I thought it was really an issue. I don't know what to add there. Raise. Let me do some really rough shading.
Matt can use his imagination.
Huh?
I said Matt can use his imagination.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I'm not even sure if this is done. Like, I have to like double check it after I do it, and then delete all this crap, and then add like different things to see if we can reuse it for later on. That makes sense to you, Sarah?
Oh right, yeah.
Sure, it doesn't make sense to anyone else, but for now, it should make sense for you. Oh wow, seriously? I had a couple of friends who were like, "Yay, we're gonna let our beards grow for like as long as this lasts," and then like half a week later, one of them stayed. We're like, "What the fuck, man? Oh, it was too much." Like I'm having this other cave reference in the background. Never used it so far.
Which one?
The one I have on my stream. Like I put a cave reference background behind, and I just forgot it was there.
Can't really
It's
see
like
it.
some gray thing. Yeah, you can because anyway, I painted over it now, but I wasn't even using it. I just realized. Yeah, thanks everyone for your joining the stream today and checking out the Kickstarter link. Hopefully, if you're here. Because yeah, some people were saying, well, actually, we haven't been updating that much, but I mean, that's as fresh as you can, as fresh news as you can get at development by seeing it happen.
Live, do you mean?
Yes, live. This is not pre-recorded, as I'm saying.
Imagine that.
Yep, and since we're probably getting a new lockdown here, doesn't mean that I'm probably not gonna miss any of the streams. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
around
you're
to
not
do
gonna be
them.
able to go out on the
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
your
no.
thingy on every other Friday.
Yes, my thingy. You make it sound like I'm selling drugs or something. To do your, let's not speak about
Film
this
shoot
now.
thing.
Great. It's the job done, kind of. So this is my process. I do this atrocious like drawing, and I'm like, "Hey Matt, can you make it presentable and look like a proper game?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can do that in an hour," and then he makes it amazing in an hour. Matt is our background artist, by the way. Nathan would know it, but everyone else. Oh, Nathan missed so many puns today that I was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad for him. But don't worry, Nathan. All those streams are on YouTube, so you can go and pick your favorite ones and laugh by yourself in silence, like I do when I say my puns. This does the memo include I'm gonna say puns? All right.
I didn't retweet.
Bacon roll. Wow. This that was under the belt attack on my appetite. If anyone here has played Feria de Oz, Matt did a great job on that game. I can pronounce this. Right, there's a great game on that game as well. Yes, it's really good game. It's I still need to finish it, even though it's not very big. And fun fact, they're actually making a second one now, which is supposed to be proper length. It feels like a Day of the Tentacle type of artwork, at least, like this slightly cartoonish, exaggerated, nice bright palettes. And the animations are so good. I was telling Matt the other day, Matt, you did a great job with this inventory at the beginning, like how all the items actually physically fit on the backpack and you can see them move around. He was like, yeah, I don't ever try that ever in any other games. It was such a pain to make this. So it did feel like he struggled to make this work, but it was worth it though. Sorry, play guard duty. I'm saying this now in front of everyone and Nathan.
You're saying what?
That you need to play guard duty at some point.
Mm-hmm. I definitely know that.
I keep nudging you.
Oh, I missed out a frame here. Whoops.
Sorry, I had an idea today. I'm not saying, yeah, it was a waste of time for Nathan. He's saying now waste of time.
To play it? No, I really want to play it.
Pretty
It's
sure
just-
Nathan wasted more time with it on this game than anyone else.
What were you gonna say?
Play Fairy instead. I don't know. I had an idea today, but it doesn't matter if I say it on stream because maybe someone's gonna help with this idea. So, you know, insult sword fighting, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice mini game.
Are we gonna
thing.
have grunt fighting?
No, but I thought that we could have like a turn-based kind of a fight thing, if it's possible. Because I was thinking that there's so many times that you kind of like interact with barbarians in this game that it might be worth it to have a recurring segment where you like fight them, but it has to be through this thing. I don't know what it is yet, and you can't die, I guess. You haven't played Gods Will Be Watching, but there was a sequence where you had to fight like one-on-one with some guy, and you can like pick what kind of move you wanted to do, like punch or kick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed you if it was successful or not, or if the other person blocked. So I'm thinking that we have barbarians like in a bunch of different cases, and it might make sense in a combination of this and a combination of the end of the game.
Yeah.
That it would make a little bit of sense, not only to like not make full-on puzzles for all these areas, but also to tie everything together, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it could be like a little mini game. It won't be real time because we already have this kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's the idea. It's very rough right now, but I thought it would work because it's kind of balancing everything out. Because even if you think of like insult sword fighting on Monkey Island, it happens once and then it's gone. And my idea is that it would take a little bit more consistency that appears throughout the whole thing. It was a recent game that was a point-and-click adventure masked up with a turn-based combat RPG called Girl of Glass. Let me Google this right now. Johnny Cash song. Summer Bird Tale. Oh, interesting looking. Came out in September, apparently. Yeah, has anyone played Gods Will Be Watching? This game looks pretty. Girl of Glass.
Yeah, I like the look of it. Haven't heard of it.
Wow, it looks really nice, actually. Looks kind of like Ghibli type of environments. Oh, I see the turn. I see the RPG element of it. I see. I was thinking about something that complicated, but kind of like 1 versus 1, pick up your own attacks in a way. However, because we don't have any text, it would be interesting to show icons instead. And the thing is, I'm not sure if I'm making this too complicated, but I think I'm not, because we would have to oh wow, only 9 reviews. That's true, yeah. It is a bit sad, huh? Considering how this game kind of looks, expensive in a way. Also, I've never heard of it, so that's kind of... Not that I'm an expert, but, I guess we tend to keep an eye on, new releases. Yeah, that's what I mean, Deluxe Talks, that we, I guess us, everyone here, not everyone, but, the majority of us, keep an eye on adventure games, especially the indie new ones, and yeah, crazy, huh?
Did it have a publisher or did they self-publish?
Developer Marcus with friends, publisher, and Wendel Derleich production. That was a perfect accent. They've only produced this game, so maybe they didn't. I don't know. It looks like a publisher, but they don't have any other games. And the developer doesn't have any other games on Steam. Which, yeah, kind of shows you that the dev posted once on Reddit, and that's why I bought it. So one of those 9 reviews is my review. Oh, see. But you're the one who brought it up, of course. So. Yeah, weird. That shows you that no matter like how amazing your game might be in theory, that if you don't market it and no one finds out about it, then you know, making a good game doesn't guarantee that it's gonna do well. Yeah, I mean, I would go even further than wishlist, and I would say marketing in general. I guess wishlist because Steam is like what 80% of your. I mean, Nathan, is that true? Because like a publisher told us that basically Steam is more or less 80% of your general income resources, like considering all other stores or whatever. Is this true in your experience, or was it more like 50% or something compared to other stores and platforms or whatever? This is called Charbert Gilbert. Am I pronouncing this right? Your name? He's saying, I think it was promoted more as a generic indie game rather than an adventure game. Like it didn't market it.
Okay.
Adventure game fandom. Yeah, it's weird because like all the text I read was that it's an adventure game, but the Deluxe Tux was the one who told me that it has RPG stuff in it, and I had to like wait for like half the trailer to go by to see that. So you can say they will probably do much better in consoles. Yeah, Steam holds a large majority of the PC market. Yeah, so that's probably why West is unimportant. Because Steam and stuff. And even then, I'm not even sure how, like, I know wishlists are a good indicator, but it's not a guarantee that everyone's going to buy the game because it's on a wishlist, right? Like, it's just an estimation of people being interested in the game.
Normally, like a certain percentage of your wish list will buy it. So you
can what is that? Like, is it a 10% or is this like a 40%? Because I think it's closer to 10%.
I think so. I don't remember what it was. I was doing research about it a while ago.
Yeah, and if it's like 10%, isn't this like kind of sad that you're doing all this work for like 10% of that to get it?
No. They're normally like.
Oh, Charlotte, I'm sorry. Sorry. I couldn't tell.
Charlotte.
Oh, I have to Google that. You're Sarah Gubbins. Oh, wow. Is everyone at Devon chat?
Yorkshire.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I remember that. Is that the... Oh, that's the one with a great trailer with the singing robots, isn't it?
Can't watch it right now.
That's
kill my internet.
That's the singing adventure game, isn't it? Am I wrong? Yeah, I mean, you can never have too many Gilberts making adventure games. Maybe there are not enough safers though, so good. Pick up on that. There we go. So let's say it's might do this but better. And we're done. No need to go there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not here to promote your stuff. But since you are, we might as well promote it. I don't know why. I was looking at your games trailer recently. Yay! And this is our shitty background for now.
Lovely.
Did they make the cave's height a bit too much?
I wouldn't worry too much. I'm sure Matt can adjust it. You just say that's not like. He can do it how he did the other background.
Fine.
Just elongate it to fit the correct size.
The office vibe, to be honest, it's very stressful at work, and the smooth jazz music and YouTube talking is very comforting today. Oh, it's very sweet to say. See, Sarah, people like my jazz music playlist that I told you to play. Nice work on the pixelated kidnapping. Pretty hard with the eyes earlier on, but you seem to have figured out the best outcome.
I think so. I think it works.
Is that the kidnapping that you're joining on now?
Kidnapping. Yeah. Not quite kidnapping. He's arrested.
Yeah, but whatever.
It looks like it for sure.
Yeah, it's it's not like he's gonna call the tribe to like bring back to give like I don't know, dino bones instead for as payment.
Oh, he's gonna call them up. Yeah. I need ransom.
Okay, so let's go to the next screen. So yeah, basically all these couple of weeks I've been animating because we were finishing up a chapter with like finalized art, and now that I kind of finished with that, means I have a little time while Sarah like takes my drawings. Like you see this little white box that Sarah is like looking for reference. That's my animation on her screen, and my train of thought has been derailed. And yeah, so I did this, and then I finished with my animations, which means that Sarah is taking them now and making them into pixels, which means that I'm not making any more animations, which means that I can do some other stuff that I've been leaving behind, like this thing I'm doing now. Which is basically reworking on some backgrounds from beginning of the game. Because this is the village, and you go a few times to the village. This might be literally the first screen that is playable in the game that I'm doing now. But the reason we haven't started with this is because you revisit the village a few times in the game, and like some of the areas are like could be used for hosting a different puzzle, maybe. Like we slightly are going to change the colors and all that because every time something new happens in the village, it slightly changes, or some routes are blocked here and there. So it's a puzzle of itself just to make the village area, because we have to make sure that every area we're using is kind of useful later on. So right now I'm making this area that's kind of like, it used to be like half the sides originally because we didn't really need it, but now I'm figuring out that later on this is going to be a village, in this case there's going to be a puzzle. And I think one screen is way too small of a space to make like a good puzzle, especially like a puzzle that should be like towards the end of the game. So like, I mean, it generally doesn't mean that the smaller area you have, the easier it's going to be, but the least amount of freedom I'm going to have when I'm designing it to put in little complications here and there. Oh, Deluxe Texas, I'm grading assignments while slacking off on this stream. Well, thanks for slacking off with us. I'm slacking off by talking and Googling ancient Greek elevators.
Yeah, the village background's the background that we were kind of ignoring for a while because it's the most complicated, just because it's revisited so many times.
Well, don't tell anyone, but I'm kind of ignoring the end of the game too. So I thought that enough is enough and might as well stop ignoring it.
I was going to say,
we have an ending. We have an ending. Let's say we do have an ending, but the details of the puzzles in the ending were a bit all over the place. Mainly because I was kind of like terrified to like design this. But now I'm realizing that the sooner I finish with a design, the more peace of mind I will have. So might as well do it now so everything is better for my life. Because right now I'm just kind of ignoring it. I'm like, I'll just do the next puzzle. That's on the linearly on the timeline, which means that maybe the end is gonna suck because I left it the last second. And if your ending sucks, then your game sucks. Is my opinion. No, I don't know how many people actually finish adventure games, but
Thanks for the
it's not an
follow.
excuse not to.
Tactile.
You should have said.
Yeah, we were talking. I have to refrain
Your
myself.
gasping isn't affected by me. Didn't you have deluxe stocks yesterday, like 4 hour stream, TC stream or something?
How did that go?
How'd that go? Sounds like it went for 4 hours. Hey, Tactile, thank you. Okay, as I said 10 minutes ago, let's go to the next background.
Did this fit quite right? You made his feet super big, by the way. Are they meant to be like further in the foreground? Because I made it the correct size.
Yeah, for some reason I drew feet larger for some reason.
Yeah, you normally do. So should I draw it to fit like his size?
Size.
Yeah, it's not meant to be.
Feet tall.
It's not meant to be like closer to the foreground or anything weird, right?
No.
Okay.
I think you're right to do what you're doing. Sarah's animating now for an action sequence in the game. One of the big mysteries of the game. Wondering if it's going to be fun. We made them. I'm just not sure how people are going to be playtesting. I know, Sarah, that we're not going to have any with the virus and all that. We're not going to have any exhibitions to go to and like look over people's shoulders while they're playing the game.
Yeah.
But I still want to do that with like my friends, maybe, or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I could do a friend's house, like say play it, and then sit hunched over their shoulder and go like, "Yes, play it," and then just like note everything they're doing
over stream.
Instead of me sending, me sending them. No, I mean literally being next to them, and maybe like
I'm not
buying pizza for them or something, and then looking at them.
It'd be cool, but I'm like not able to do that.
No, because you're in the middle of nowhere while my friends are like.
No, it's not because I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's because there's a virus going on right now.
What if the game becomes viral? Will you worry about that? What do you have to say about this? That was a good point, wasn't it? Okay, what am I doing? So this is the cave. This is the cave exit. Okay, so. Oh wait, let's have an Amazon here for scale.
I can imagine teaching over stream must be difficult.
Nothing that makes a game better than having the dev was you fail at solving the puzzle while you play it. Yeah, I mean, usually what I was doing is like I was just like sitting over soldiers when they were playing it, and I was like sweating because I wasn't blaming the person for getting stuck. I was blaming myself for not giving them enough hints. So I was like, oh my god, I fucked up here. This poor person, I'm torturing them. And like if I saw them like getting stuck for ages, I would say, can I give you a hint? But I would always say, just go to the screen, for example. Which, by the way, is one of the ideas that we're having for giving hints to people. Because every time I have a friend and we're playing an adventure game and I don't want to spoil like things for them, I'm gonna say, okay, my hint is, well, you need to do something on that screen. And I feel like that's a pretty good hint for a puzzle. Because if you are stuck in one screen, then you are not gonna be stuck for that long, are you? Because like the rooms that confine you into one space, they usually tend to like, kind of like you're always gonna find solution. You don't have that many options. While usually when people get stuck, they get stuck because they have way too many options. So So I think if you give the people a hint, it's like stay on the screen or go to the screen. That's what the item or whatever you need to do. It's there. That might be enough. I'm not sure how to show this visually without any words.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find a way to do this, but I don't know how. And the best example so far of non-verbal hint system, not that any other game gives you a hint system other than saying, "Ooh, maybe I need to go there" or something, is Machinarium, that has like this nice little book that's kind of visually showing you the solution, but you also have to like work for it through a mini game, which I'm not sure I want to do in our game, but yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about about walkthroughs? Like, do you use them freely? It's like, personally, I prefer not to. But sometimes when you're so stuck, like...
Isn't there a website for adventure games specifically that if you go to, it's not giving you a walkthrough, it's giving you like a hint, and then you have like different hints that you can click on?
Oh, really?
Make sense? Yeah, I think we talked about this. Does someone know what I'm talking about? So they can remember this website? If you guys seem adventure game savvy, you would know it. I feel like
I know
once
what
I
you
look
mean.
at the puzzle solution, I can't stop for the rest of the game.
That's why
You can't stop looking at the solution, you mean? Oh.
Yeah, just follow the walkthrough. It's just so much easier, but I feel so much better myself when I actually solve something myself. And I think that's what I enjoy about point and click games.
What I try to do is like I use a walkthrough and then I'm like, okay, try and go to the point where you know that you're stuck and just read like the beginning of the sentence and then stop reading. So I'm trying to find the place where they tell me where to go. And then I'm like, okay, I'll stop looking at more hints because I don't want to see the actual solution. So I'm trying to like give a hint to myself without completely giving myself the solution. But that's just me. So it makes me feel a little better that I didn't read the whole walkthrough.
Yeah, I do that sometimes as well. It depends how stuck I am, I guess.
It's good playing indie adventures on release day, so there's no temptation. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to be stuck and prefer using a solution and just continue smoothly. Yeah, when we did the Kickstarter, because you said that it's nice to play adventure games on release day, one of the backer rewards was that you can play the game 2 weeks before it comes out. Exactly for that reason, because there's no walkthrough or anyone else to like tell you what to do, and you can actually literally get stuck and you can't find the solution. So we thought that would be pretty cool, like, you know, the before internet times where you just like had to call a friend's house to like ask for a hint, which is what was happening when I was younger.
I literally didn't know anyone else playing the games I played.
For modern games, I use walkthroughs, but when I'm going back and playing the old Sierra games, take it for granted I will need one. Yeah, early access has its flavor. Yeah, bad thing is you can't have early access for an adventure game though, because like, how is it going to be early access? You're just going to solve the puzzles and that's it. That's that. So solitary, they should type things, I guess, here.
What should I type?
Oh
here?
yeah, well,
you want to type.
Yeah, other than links, because Sarah put a ban on links for some reason.
You can try typing them. We start out. Basically, chat rules. Making sure everyone's being nice.
Wait. Okay. Walk through and.
Hold on, he needs to draw his head at another angle now.
Amazing. Oh, universal hint system. That's it. Okay, so if you guys don't know this, you're in for a treat. Yeah, that's this website that's only like you type any game you want and it's giving you hints instead of giving you the actual solution.
Any game, like not just adventure?
Well, I mean, for the games that people have
Puzzles
actually written guides for. So it has like here Grim Fandango, Longest Journey, Machinarium, Mist, Curse of Monkey Island, Broken Sword 5, Blackwell 5 Epiphany. Yeah. It's pretty useful. But it always depends if it has the game you're interested in there. Oh, thanks, Deluxe Talks, for backing us. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, hopefully you guys are gonna be, playing the game without any walkthroughs should be a fun thing. Hopefully it's a fun thing. It's not a frustrating thing. Yeah, also Gears of Canon has 2 difficulties. It has like an extra difficulty, and sometimes it's like ridiculous the level of detail that. Like I was playing the game like a few months back recently again after ages, and I got stuck at a point. I was like, yeah, seriously, how the hell would I know this part?
That's a lot of the time when I go to walkthroughs because I know it's probably because I missed one little item somewhere, and there's loads of different backgrounds I can go to find it on, and just the opportunities like kind of endless that I just would rather be directed to exactly where I need to go.
How do you guys feel about pressing like one button on your keyboard and everything gets highlighted?
I don't like it personally.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah,
I don't really like it too, but I don't want to be biased for people's opinion.
Yeah. It's too spoon
Not that people are
for
gonna
me.
follow. Yeah, me and Sarah really are trying to not spoon feed people. But at the same time, I know a few devs who are like, yeah, whatever. If they're smart enough, they're gonna figure it out, the players. But we don't believe that either. We believe in being fair. But also, it's hard because we're the developers. So how can you be fair about something you know the solution of already? I think Tim Safer said it the best, where he was saying like you kind of have to be like the big brother to helping your little brother solve the puzzle, like giving them positive reinforcement, like you're on the right track, you're doing well, you're gonna solve it. Don't worry. Here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
But this in the form of game design isn't like always give them a hint that they're on the right track. Solidarity is asking, how many drawings and filling them do you two do on a day?
It depends on
filling them as in like what Sarah's doing, you mean?
Yeah. It depends on the kind of animation, how long it is. Because some are like a lot of copy and pasting.
But yeah, it depends. Like I'm way faster than Sarah usually because obviously I have way less detail to do. Like I need to figure out what to do, but over time I get better at it. So it depends. Like I mean, a couple of weeks ago I put like shit tons of animations together, really fast. But like there was one that you were doing, Sarah, the last week that was really complicated and takes ages. That like I really struggle with that.
I feel like it took you like
it really depends. Like it really depends how many different things are happening at the same time. Like the one Sarah does now, it has a few things happening at the same time, like his cape and her hair and the spaceman. But it's not like one of the most complicated ones we've done, right?
Yeah, except for me right now, the problem is that it's a different scale, so it's not as easy for me to draw. I'm getting used to drawing it at this scale. But
yeah, because this is an action sequence, we had to make him a bit smaller so that you would be able to react on what's coming towards you. Like our previous scale anyway didn't work out. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No, it's fine. So yeah, it is hard to say. I guess like you were doing like six a day, more than that. So like that one day you did like loads of animations in one day. But for me,
yeah, I did. But we have different roles for Sarah, with me and Sarah, because like if it's good for me to give you like a bunch and then keep you busy because then I can work on other stuff. So I always have to be 2 steps ahead of Sarah and Matt and everyone who's doing the pixel art.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to be waiting on me to give them stuff, and the game's not going to be progressing. Solidarity redeemed. Hydrate, Sarah. So wait, what's going on with that? We're talking about the highlighting. The highlighting is weird, and it's there, and I'll abuse it. Yeah, I know. I'll do that too. I'd rather it wasn't there. I think Gibbous did that a lot, but in their game they had like shit tons of jokes, so they wanted you to click on everything, but at the same time they were telling you what to click on. Is a hotspot highlight function a lot, to be honest, when it's there? Yeah, no, when it's there, I love it too, but it feels like I'm going through the motions instead of me. I don't want to pixel hunt, but I do want to. It takes a little bit away from the discovery of like, what's this, what's that, what's there.
I know.
Tim did a puzzle at the end of Broken Eight. Oh, I don't remember what you're talking about, but the end of Broken Age had a lot of problems, so I'm assuming it has to do with a problem there. Maybe just give the option of displaying or not in the setting of the game.
I'm just
Yeah, the
gonna
thing is,
shoot up
I
my
don't.
curtain. By the way, I can't see my screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about having the option because it's not like as easy as saying easy mode, hard mode in a game. It's more like, for me, it's like proper mode and super easy mode. But I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. Didn't like that game Hades do that recently? If we're talking about this, how you take away the difficulty of the game in a way, or they have a story mode where you just like you can't
really?
die or like you can experience the story instead of like. Yeah, apparently a lot of people appreciated that. Like you just have a mode where you don't really solve stuff; you just experience the story. How long have I been illustrating? Yeah, I wouldn't call what I'm doing illustration because I'm not really good at illustrating. I'm just animating mostly. But I would say I started animating in college, which was 2005, 6. And we actually
2006
went
to 2009.
Yeah, we went to the same college with Sarah, so that's when I started animating. Hello, funny pillow. Yeah, that's a hexipal from Broken Age. Yay, it's Broken Age, yeah. So yeah, I've been animating for a long time, but that is why because I don't illustrate. That's why I love working with people like Sarah or like illustrators because we complement each other. Like I do the motions and then
I say
they
good
focus
animation.
on making the drawings pretty. Huh?
I said I say good animation. You said that we complement each other.
Yeah. Well, as in like our skills complement each other.
Yeah. Like I've been animating too since then, but I did stop motion animation and I'm not that great at drawing, I guess. Like different poses and everything, so I find it a little bit of a struggle to animate in pixel art. But with Costas, it makes it a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if I didn't have you and Matt, my game would be like the game I wanted to make initially would be like really bullshitty.
A lot of people like your rough animations compared to the pixel art.
That's because they haven't seen what the actual pixel art looks like completed. Because like now you're drawing it, but you have like my line art at your background. You have this checkered boxes. You don't have everything working together perfectly, and when they see that, they would be like, "What is this bullshit?" Costa drew. But and also mine is HD, so I mean, you can kind of see what's going on. Initially, yeah, when we did the game jam, Sarah was actually attached to a different team, so I wasn't gonna have a pixel artist, and then her team dropped out like last second, so I didn't have a team to work on. And I was like, oh, cool, we're gonna do pixel art then, and I don't have to do that much work as I thought I would. So that was for the best.
Which is a lot easier for a game jam.
It was a good thing that me and you experimented a little bit with that beforehand. Like I did. We tried this technique, and I was like, "Hey, Sarah, what if I give you some animations and you do pixels on top of them? How would that work?" Or actually, you know what we did that? We didn't do it because of that. You want to do some pixel art? Yeah, you couldn't be. I think you couldn't. You were really struggling with the animation. I was like, "Oh, I'll just animate something quickly," and then I animated it, and then you did the pixel art on top, and I was like, "Wow, that looks really good as a final result." That was really cool. Did Broken Age inspire you to make Theropods? I think it inspired a lot of adventure devs. I think it definitely inspired us because I remember watching the documentary when it was coming out, and I was a backer at this, and just the fact it definitely inspired us to do a Kickstarter because of that.
Yeah.
But and it was so cool just to see the behind the scenes of like how Tim Safer worked on the game and all the troubles they had. So I was really interested from that point. It felt a little bit like watching Indie Game the movie, but only for adventure games for me. Which, by the way, someone should do that, right? They should have like an Indie Game the movie just for adventure games. I mean, I don't know. Probably I would watch that only,
would.
but I'm not sure
No,
who else would.
I think the whole.
I'm not sure if only adventure game people would watch that, but
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Ozzy to the rescue. The man in red always bothers me.
Yeah, see, Ozzy is just like speaking now to bully people like me, mainly. Quiet Ozzy today.
When did the Broken Age Kickstarter come out?
Well, I don't know. Was it like super early days of Kickstarter too? But like Nathan, you started making adventure games before us, right? So what inspired you? I mean, probably the AZS forums was actually for about AZS. When I was in school, when I was like 16, I used to lurk in the AZS forums like tons. And one of my like childhood dreams, like what teenage dreams, was like one day I'm gonna make a game there because it's such a cool community and it's amazing. I never did, but always like that's one of the reasons I wanted to do animation, because it was like I knew that if I knew animation, I could make an AZS game. So I was like lurking, really, like I was really fascinated that people were making their own adventure games with like this software. That was really, really cool.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I definitely knew AZS, so it feels almost surreal now that I'm making an actual proper game on AZS. Like, I forget it about sometimes. They're saying, yeah, AZS, by the way, is Adventure Game Studio for anyone who doesn't know, which is the the graphics engine that we're using for this game, and it's like it has a huge community, and it's been free and online since forever, and like people have been making amazing games with it. It has like, I guess like it started sort of a second, like most of the indie game developers today that do adventure games, they sort of started back then with AZS, I think. It just happened to be the only game making program I could get a hand of when I was a kid. Yeah, I guess so, but you also like I sort of want to play adventure games too, right? And it's kind of nice to like think about creating dialogues and all that. There weren't many. I played around the Valve Hammer editor a lot and tried RPG Maker or whatever they call this time. I think mostly when we were growing up, a big thing was mods, right? You could use like Unreal Engine or like the Valve thing.
I didn't know any of these things existed. I don't know if it was me growing up in a third world country or something. I was like in the dark.
But I had like, I was buying a lot like a Greek games magazine, and to read all the news, that was all my news. That's where they were coming from, and they had like a special section on mods too, and they had like a CD every month, and they put all the mods in there. So I was like inspired by that, but not inspired enough to make like a game in those engines. I think like what I really, because I've been doing movies at the same time, or I wanted to make movies, so the common denominator for me was storytelling, and I just love the animation aspect of the games too. I think I was inspired by Broken Age and then Thimbleweed Park, and then the realization that I might actually be able to do it and enjoy doing that more than anything, more than making other types of games. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, as long as we were animating, we were like, wait a minute, can we use these animations in the game? That'd be cool. Might obviously have to do less work than an actual animation where it's only like not many angles of like the character doing things. It's only like a walk cycle and like make the rest.
Yeah, like imagine if our game's like, let's say 8 hours long, imagine making an 8-hour-long animation.
But Charlotte, did you play any adventure games when you were growing up, or was it like Broken Age that was like all the first realization you had? Something about adventures let me express a personality and style that wasn't able to do it in another genre. Yeah, it's a great genre for that. Like it's really cool.
Oh, Ozzy.
I was trying to program an adventure game in BASIC on my entire computer. Wow. Yo.
Oh wow.
What's
Yeah, best wishes to your mum indeed. I don't even know what you didn't hear us say. I can't remember.
Oh wait, I had tons of work and I was trying to rewrite something and I was stuck. I also been dealing with some issues with my mom's health and I was able to hear you guys. Oh, don't worry, Ozzy, it's fine. Yeah.
was probably
You
nothing
told me
important.
privately about your mom, and yeah, I wish her the best. That kind of sucks. Also somehow skipped your message right there. A barely usable PC until 2077. It's with your mom. Thank you. Her terrible toy box is working on something new. This rings a bell. What is terrible toy box? Let me Google it. Oh, the people made the movie Park. Didn't they release Dolores minigame on Unity? What was it? They were reworking the movie Park engine. That's the last thing I heard of them. Broken Age got me back into adventures, but I grew up with them. I used the Monkey Island 9 verb interface, which I hadn't, but that's what I had. 9 verb. I was like, Monkey Island 9? I don't think they made that many. And I was like, okay, I get it now.
Like we played we're playing I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, and like that's got the whole I don't know how many verbs, 9 verbs probably. But there's like
one of the verbs. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna say, but yeah.
The fact that it's swallow and you like use it once.
You don't have eat, you have swallow.
You can use it more. Yeah, it's just so specific.
I just remember the guy saying, "Ouch! Ah! Oh no, it hurts! It hurts!" Were you trying to read anything?
I wasn't thinking that. It was the first story we played that she swallows some water. I thought that was the only time you used it, but we did use it again for that guy who can't eat.
Did we? Yeah, it was that guy and the other guy. Yeah, I don't think it was.
And that's all, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sacrilege to say also, but I've hardly played any Sierra games.
Yeah, same.
Sarah's the same. I do want to play some of the Gabriel Knight games, because especially what is it, Sins Over the Fathers, which looks interesting. I know the third one is 3D, which doesn't look good to me, at least now. Like, I think it looks a bit old, and it has like a famous bad puzzle in it with like a mustache or something. So I haven't played that. The four last things, one of the words is just do a backflip. Yeah, see, like that's a clever way to make fun of the verb interface.
Yeah, she never even smoked, so something crazy and so thanks. Yeah, I don't know. Cancer is just.
Someone else from Costa Dinos. I'm the third one, but sure.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. It's not.
I played any Sierra games. I mean, I can't talk shit about them if I haven't played them, but.
Yeah, I want to play some because.
I might have played some. Is Roger Wilco?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did I just make this up? Game? Oh, Space Quest?
Have you played Space Quest?
Yeah, so yeah, Roger Wilco Space Quest 6. That's the game I played. Okay. Oh, this actually doesn't look as bad as I. Huh. It doesn't at the same time.
How many Space Quest games are there?
Around a billion?
Quite a few, right?
Yeah, Police Quest looks interesting too. Is Larry Sierra? I played a few Larry games.
Oh, is it? I played 7, I want to say.
Yeah, there. Yes, and I like the first King's Quest. I wasn't going to play this, but I looked at it for educational purposes because it's ancient. I looked at it. I looked at the playthrough of it. Hey, does anyone ever watch Mostly Walking streams with me and Sarah Love?
I used to. Yeah, I haven't actually watched it for a while, but I used to.
No, they've also done some games like Disco Elysium, which is it is like an adventure game, but it's mostly RPG, I guess. So that must have been huge. But they've done like mixtures of it. Oh, Larry is Sierra. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, then I have played the Sierra game.
And also, like the Sierra games, have you been making them like one series over the course of a decade? So like you can see the graphics start being more cartoony and 2D and high res later on. Should I like draw something at some point? Maybe.
I was just thinking how. I mean, I am actually working and concentrating, but it's been like almost 2 hours and I've done 4 frames. Should have picked an easier one to
What
start
is that?
with.
That's all. Village. Oh, look at that! I have an old village interface here.
Oh, is that where I scanned your stuff? That you scanned or you something?
I
put it together.
I was yeah. I took a
You did
drawing
that?
of.
Yeah.
Oh, did you make this?
No,
Yeah,
you probably did it. I just remember taking your pictures and making.
I
I
took
cropped them.
I took pictures from my phone there.
Yeah.
That's what I want though. Village notes. What I want is some concept art of a village that is a billion years ago. Oh, there we go. Okay, look at this bullshit. Oh, it's not that bad, but
Was that pre Kickstarter or after?
That was pre Kickstarter, definitely. I did that for me to realize how the thing works. But I'm kind of trying to do the same thing now. I was thinking today how this main building would be kind of like a cathedral in a way that people go in there to worship and there's like nice light coming in. And... Yeah, thanks. I mean, it's not great, but it kind of gets the feeling across. Like more kind of like a concept art to help myself get in the mood, I guess. Which means that because basically what I want to do now is like I want to have once you exit the cave to see this big rock thing and be able to overlook the village. So let's put it here. Huge. Put it here for reference. Yeah, so is it me or do like Sierra games have an aged well, but LucasArts game have kind of aged well? At least I don't know. Or am I super biased?
It does feel like a bias thing. Not you, just in general, like whole Star Wars,
It
Star Trek.
does.
LucasArts Sierra.
It does, but who's gonna say that like Grim Fandango or like The Dig or like Full Throttle still is like unplayable or whatever? Other than let's say the tank controls in the Grim Fandango or like the action sequences in Full Throttle, they're a bit awkward, but they're not unplayable. I'm comparing it with games that I've never played, so that's why I'm asking Tat. I wouldn't know. Like the Sierra games were a lot more rooted in the trends of their times. Oh, you mean but are we talking about like? I know there are bad Sierra games. That means that you can like lose. If you skip an item or something, you can't complete the game, which is like terrible game design, is my opinion. But are there games that don't do that? That are just like moon logic-y or whatever? Left. Yeah. Do you think it has to do with not being able to die thing that LucasArts was famous for? Expecting a lot more backlash for my comment about Sierra games. Still. Like riots and fires in the chat, but it's fine. Yeah, dead ends are not fun. Period. That's not fun to me. Didn't we like when we were playing I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream? We literally got we had to reload the game because we didn't do something that we should have, and then the game wasn't able. We weren't able to complete this chapter we were playing.
Where we had to restart.
Yes.
I don't know. I think something broke in it. Maybe not.
Oh, it was the part where this guy, we were like, I have changed, please help me. And they were like, what proof do we have of that? And then our proof was basically, we didn't know that we needed to provide proof to those people, so we kind of like advanced the story anyway before that. And then we're like, oh, maybe we should load and go back and give them proof before we get rid of it. But I think that was one of the ways that the game wanted to give you a bad ending or something. But how do you know, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And then we're like wondering if it actually got stuck or if we fucked up or if the game wanted you to get stuck. It's like a horrible thing to like consider when you're playing a game. It's like, did I get stuck or did the game fuck up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my friend and flatmate, he always like when we get stuck in a game, most of the time he says, "Oh, the game bugged." So you're like, "Are you sure, man? There's no possibility we're fucking up. Like this game is bugged now. Like, there's no way we can find a solution. It must be a bug." And he kept saying that, and no one believed him. And at some point, we got stuck in an Assassin's Creed game, and I was not believing him. And then I googled it, and we actually literally like the game bugged at that point.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, it was one mission that we had to complete, and then it was telling you had some people to kill, and the people were like not there at all. And so I couldn't continue the mission. And I was like, wow, okay. My insane friend is actually right for once. I was saying I never got with Sierra games. I never got on with Sierra games, to be honest. Yeah, me neither. Beating a Sierra game is like a job. I do love Phil 40 years modern Sierra style games, so they're absolutely brilliant. I will have to Google that. Cascadia Quest is on my radar for sure. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's a bug or not. Yeah. Should I? Does anyone have this? Should I flex it?
Have what?
I've been reading about Sierra games from the Art of Point and Click Adventures. This is like the coolest thing ever, and I've been looking at like the old Sierra games and stuff. It's so cool. Yeah, it has a low here, which is you should know that Larry is Sierra. But yeah, look, Police Quest looks so good, like the pixel art of it. So maybe we should play this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This looks really good. Very good pixel art. So yeah, if a game has really good art according to my standards, then I do want to play it. That's my standards. Several game-driven bugs.
What's the man outside selling today?
I think he's selling potatoes for €5. Wait, 1 kilo for 5? I don't know. Yeah, it has cool camera angles, like almost isometric. I have that book I've been trying to play through all the games in it. Oh, that's why you're going through a list. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I initially I wanted to go like chronologically with it, but then I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll just open a page and see what's up in there. Has anyone played the Goblins games, which are fucking amazing? Like this. I played them like a few years ago, and they're almost like Hours of Imaginarium, where they don't have any dialogue, and the goblins go like beep 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 beep. And it's like really really fun. And I think all the puzzles are like one screen, and you have like 3 playable characters, and you switch between them.
And some puzzles really make no sense at all. Most of the puzzles.
They
all
don't,
of the puzzles.
They always have like so many animations that it's so entertaining to like just watch even if you fail.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really struggling with this head.
Goblins one isn't. How do goblins go? They get pop beep 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 pop beep beep beep. I remember that.
Yeah.
Pretty much the feedback they give you. And the Goblins 2 has like what, 2 goblins? One of them is blue for some reason. They have like even crazier animations. I always loved like the cartoony animations of that. Beep Beep Boop is Sarah's naming. Actually, who was it? Builder Stories yesterday that suggested that Beep Boop might actually be a good name because the Amazon would say Beep Boop to it because that's the sound it makes. So she would call him Beep Boop. So we're probably gonna have our voice actor say Beep Boop when she's talking to the droid.
that's a definite thing. There's no
This is
way we
where
can't do that. It's a priority.
you were giggling a lot when this was happening.
Yeah. I should have done the animation of the spaceman getting the.
Yep, I told you it's easier. Poking the thingy.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I'm aware, but I thought this
No, I
one's
told you
like
yesterday.
this one's smaller, as in like a smaller scale. So I was like, that'd be cool to do for a change.
Well, it is cool to do for change, but you
No,
know,
it is, but
maybe
it's
not
like
when we're streaming and we're concentrating on chat too.
no, that's perfectly fine. Like I don't think I'd be working any faster. It's just any.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
mean, no
working
offense to
any
chat, but I
slower.
would because I would be like more concentrated. But that's one of the points that one of the chat aspects. I mean, we're not streaming to be more concentrated. We're streaming to hang out with people, so that's fine.
But
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me.
yeah. No, I'm definitely concentrating enough. It's just it's complicated.
Does it have to be so complicated? Avril I'm singing.
You what?
I was thinking about her the other day. I was like, wow, she
Avril
existed.
Lavigne.
This potato selling guy is doing his best.
You're not gonna go grab some potatoes.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm wondering who the hell has such a high need for potatoes that they would like.
Well, potatoes
Yeah,
are a
so
great
this is
thing right
basically-
now if you're gonna have a lockdown because they keep.
Yeah, we're having a lockdown, not the Middle Ages. Like, how is this? They keep what? They keep the peace.
They keep fresh.
They keep you sane.
They keep for a long time. They don't like rot. They like.
You can put
I mean,
Gladys on one of them.
they eventually would.
Because I'm a potato.
Ugh. Sorry, what were you gonna say? You're gonna say something about your background.
No, I was gonna say, what kind of marketing plan is it to go around with a cart selling potatoes? Like, who's gonna inconvenience himself to go down like 3 floors from their flat on the street, rush behind you, and say, "Hey, wait a minute, I want some potatoes."
Well, I'm guessing it must work for like they keep doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Here's a question for you, adventure folk. Sure.
Whoa, can you hear that? Sound like
No.
some big army plane going overhead.
Oh. For hotspot description, should you capitalize names of objects that are needed for an interaction?
I would.
I'm not exactly getting that. Example, I'll need a cup
Oh
if I want to make some coffee.
no.
Um,
Personally, I'd say no.
is that because that's a bit too spoon-feedy, you mean?
Yeah, it's spoon feeding, and it's also grammatically not correct, and like it's. I don't think
Isn't
it's
it telling you
necessary.
exactly what you need to do?
Yeah,
if
I
it's
don't think
telling
it's
you?
necessary. If you're okay, so if it's a hotspot label, like it's not in a sentence, I would do it in caps for the C and the M coffee machine.
So
'Cause
you
it's-
mean
it's
you
the
capitalize
title.
your names, basically.
It's the title of the item. But I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't put it in a sentence where he's saying something about the item. If it's just the item and you're hovering over it, I'd capitalize both words, personally.
See, some images and maps might help you.
Is
Oh,
that
thanks, Ozzy.
images and maps to get to where he is?
Yeah, probably like train times and things. Yeah, I think this looks a little more advanced than what I'm looking for, but the cave looks cool. But thanks, it's nice to see the village life. That might help, actually. Village people.
it's a Trump.
Yeah, I think if you ask Sarah though, I think she has way less tolerance for spoon feeding than me.
I'm not a fan of the spoon feedings. What is
I
it?
mean, what are some, and also like I don't know, we're commenting on games now that have a lot of. So the dialogue is helping you, right? You know what I don't like? I don't like games that give you a hint, but it's like if you miss it, you're done. Like it doesn't reappear the hint.
Yeah.
Like it was like a fleeting moment in the dialogue, and then good luck. Because even if you did listen to it, maybe you didn't realize at the time that it was a hint. So yeah, kind of frustrating for me.
Especially if you are not playing the game in one go, and you go away and then come back, and you're not gonna remember that, and you're not able to
Exactly.
get the clue again.
Usually, the second time I play games, that's when I noticed that they gave me a hint.
Really? You saying you
Yeah,
don't?
because the first time I don't know the solution, so I'm like, oh, that's interesting, or that's weird what they're saying. Sometimes I'm like, okay, that's a hint.
Right.
But sometimes if I need to have solved it to realize, it's usually when a friend of mine plays it, and I'm like, watching, and I'm like,
It's
okay,
like-
they gave him a hint.
It's like some
In hindsight, I know.
like, let's say a horror film where you find out most of the people were ghosts already, or like a ghost film.
Yeah, so
And then when you
even a plot twist
rewatch it,
somewhere.
when you rewatch it, then you like notice so much more than you
Yeah.
have the first time.
Yeah, not just like horror films, but that's an example. But yeah,
Yeah.
anything like I was watching The Prestige like recently again. Have you seen that, the Christopher Nolan film with?
I think I have, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so the first time I watched this film, I thought it was like bullshit because it told me what the end was, and I was like, how the fuck would I know this? Like it felt like they were betraying me. And then when I rewatched it after years, I was like, wow, actually, you know what? What happens in the end? It's in your face all the time if you actually know where to look.
Right.
So the second time I watched that film, I was really impressed because it was like a new experience for me. And some films are like good like that. Like I think Tenet, which I watched now, the first time I watched it, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? I'm so confused. So now I really want to see it the second time. Tenet, which is like Christopher Nolan's newest film.
Tenet.
Tenet.
Tenet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know it.
I'm still really confused, but because like there's so many things that happen, and like in the end, it explains some things that make more sense at the beginning. But the film was like going so fast in space that I didn't even have any time to like reflect or think what the fuck just happened. That I really want to rewatch it just to get what happened. But yeah, I believe there's some like films that are really enjoyable after you watch them for a second time, because that's when you actually appreciate them more. But I understand that most people are not me, so they wouldn't be like, let's watch this film so we can rewatch it later. You'd rather just watch a film once.
Once, yeah.
I'm putting way more detail than I should in this, but sure. I hate how like rough the beginning is, and then it's like, ooh, look at this detail. So I could make this feel like the playable area is a little bit too small. Let's say that this would be here. Let's say that this would go a bit higher. And let's say that this is a rock. This is a rock. So we want this to be one screen. Scenes of how awful the backgrounds look initially. It's kind of fun though, actually, drawing backgrounds on screen, because that's how bad they look usually. Like I might have to do this and then scrap it and never use it, but kind of helps to have something to visualize for myself. And when I actually figure out if it works or not, then I show others. I'm like, here's this, here's that. That's how they're connected. So I would probably put more rocks here as a foreground. Nathan's saying, just going to add an extra question. After you've used the coffee pot with a coffee machine, I update the label for hovering over the hotspot to make coffee. Should be make coffee, or make coffee?
I think you've got to be consistent. If you make it coffee cup with a capital C and a capital C, I reckon
Wait,
it should be capital M and C, but I don't know.
Isn't the last two exactly the same?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so
This all sounds very specific, but I'm updating my hotspot labels at the moment, making sure they're all grammatically correct. What do other games do? Because for me, I'd say be consistent if you decide to go.
I can't really picture your game because it's not a typical adventure game. It has like
one has the full stop.
Oh.
Huh.
I would not use a full stop because it feels weird to me.
Yeah, I guess on hotspots,
it's not like a sentence, really. I mean, it is, but it's a game.
Kinda.
So I wouldn't use a full stop, and I would probably capital. Like that's my preference, but I would capitalize every letter probably. Especially,
yeah, I think I would too.
You either go if you go with a full stop, you're not gonna capitalize everything, but if you don't, you're gonna capitalize everything because that's kind of like a stylistic option. And I don't think anyone's going to say, what the fuck is this grammar? Like, you're playing a game, so your first priority is for everything to be as clear as possible.
It's the kind of thing that I spot out, though. Grammar, like spelling mistakes.
But that's my opinion. He says, turns to something like, I don't want a coffee right now. There's a full stop feeling natural. Well, if you say I don't want a coffee right now, that makes sense to use the full stop. But if it's like a command, let's say, or like something else, that is when, like, yeah, it feels like you would have all the verbs in Monkey Island having full stops. That's why it feels weird to me. Like, I would do that.
If it's something he's thinking, then definitely I would put a full stop.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's what is aesthetically pleasing for me more than grammar. Like recently, I was doing like a YouTube show, and it has like it's kind of like a fake news show. So it's at the bottom of the screen, it has like titles of like what the topic is about. And for some reason, we didn't use full stops, even though it was sentences, because it looked more aesthetically pleasing not to use full stops. It was more like look like titles or whatever. And we went with that, even though it's not grammatically correct. And I didn't see anyone saying we don't have full stop here. So I think, especially if you're making a game, I think it's just like a matter of being as direct as possible. But then again, it's not my first language, so maybe I'm a heathen for you guys.
Yeah, that's true. Open the rusty gate. Shouldn't be all caps. Well, first out of caps. Yeah, I think consistency is the most important.
Yeah, but if you say open rusty gate, then so if you type it like that could still work, maybe.
Open rusty gate. Yeah, it looks a bit weird.
It does, I must admit. Open Rusty Gate is be the name of my band, I guess. Just check how Gone Home do it, and they go with the way I'm using currently. I mean, yeah, when in doubt, just steal from better games. That will be the way to go. What about Firewatch? That's a good game to steal from. Yeah, the open drawer, grab tissue. Yeah, okay, I mean, it looks fine. Although I must say that I'm not a big fan of the font they're using. But
Who uses?
again, that's just me. And also, it's supposed to be a great game. So.
Oh.
Nathan linked Gone Home. Yeah, well, what's on Firewatch? I would trust Firewatch because I love the visual style of it, so anything they do is law. For me. Firewatch. Gameplay. Oh, by the way, Blair Witch Project, the game, is free on Epic Store. I don't know if it's still free, but I started playing that yesterday, and I think it had the same verb stuff that you're describing now, but I don't remember what they did.
Is it good?
Load up. It is pretty scary so far. I stopped at some point because I was getting too scared, but I should continue tonight. So Firewatch has the same thing as Gone Home. Wait. I'm trying to find a verb because it's talking about items. But... Beer can. Report beer cans. Okay. Wait, I'll link. I'll link you to that from Firewatch. Or it's a bit more complicated there, maybe. I'm listening to any music all this time. They capitalized both words. Oh, maybe that's why it was. Maybe that's why it was biased. Yeah, sure. They say beer can, but they don't use a verb in there. That's why. But they do use a verb like on other occasions. So maybe you should look into that.
Hehe, hydrate. Tea's almost gone.
Oh, drink. There were so many B-books that we need to do something about it. Can only hydrate or post a B-book.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else exciting to do.
Why does it always say, "Share your new emote"? It's like my new emote every time I put it in.
What do you mean?
It's always I always have to unlock it and then share it, and like how can I be unlocking it every time I'm picking it? In that Firewatch clip, they don't seem to be consistent. Oh, really?
Consistency is only something that I would notice.
Yeah, I know, but that's really hard to believe from such a game that's like so polished.
I mean, I guess there's consistency within it. Or like, if it is an item, capitalize both letters if there's two words. If it's a sentence, then don't capitalize. There's probably rules within it. Maybe, I don't know. You can have rules within your consistency.
Oh, you can. It's rules you use, like, you know, among the design team, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if they're being all over the place or if it's like that, maybe. A pair of panties. And then a few seconds later. Oh,
Another pair.
really? No.
Oh, really?
That's not great. Don't do that.
The thing is, if we didn't talk about this, we wouldn't notice. I
Yeah.
guess in the game, maybe something would fill off. Yeah, what the hell? Okay. Wow, I like how I put this as an example and it made things worse. This is one of the classic backgrounds where I go to Matt and say, "Make it pretty, Matt."
Well, that's weird.
Oh, right. Yeah, but those three dots too are like there to express some personality, I guess. What other games are there? So I guess that proves like do whatever the fuck you want, maybe. Doesn't it? Since if Firewoods did well and they did that, does it matter?
I don't think it matters, but if you're making a game, I'm sure it matters to you.
Yeah, I'm saying there are no like rules, I guess, for that. Like you can do whatever you want, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Whatever is
You
aesthetically pleasing for you.
have the power, but I reckon be more consistent than Firewatch.
The power. Do Valve games have anything like that? Because they would be pretty good to reference. Never going to buy Firewoods. Read like this. Does DRS there have something similar? Another game I can think of, but I'm not sure how much item interaction it has. I used to have an Amazon here. Or did I just hear the worst Justin Timberlake impersonation ever? It's probably just you.
Was that what you were singing?
I don't remember what I was. No, I was singing "You Got the Touch, You Got the Power" by a Super 80s band.
Okay.
Don't know why. Oh, I know because it's Ozzy. You Got the Touch by Stan Bush. Sure, the eraser has many things to click on. Yeah, me neither. I mean, oh no, I'm not talking about. Yeah, you're right. I didn't mean to say the eraser. I meant to say the disappearance of this whatever. That's another walking simulator thing with more things to do, right? Edith Finch. What is it? Yeah, what the remains of Edith Finch? Oh, Ethan Carter, I guess. Weird names for these games. Those, I think I'll just go with the gun home style, anyways. Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you. Coffee pot use. Yeah, sure. But don't you just use for everything? Isn't that the only verb? Yeah, use does feel a bit gamey.
Yeah, that is true.
So I'm gonna attempt with the Kickstarter update. Well, the Kickstarter update is we're streaming, so you got to the point of it already. Don't worry.
It's probably nothing you don't know.
Yeah, you're up to date. Um,
Whoa.
how's that for an opening screen for the game? No? Maybe this should be more central?
I think it should be a heck of a lot bigger.
It's a
But
heck
I
of
don't
a
know
lot
where she
bigger.
be with her face in the middle O. I'm joking.
Unless I go a little bit like here. The middle. Lucy has to turn her back. It doesn't work. Getting. What was it saying? Uh,
Great. I got to the copy paste stage. But it looks like you haven't really animated the hair, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you did. Yeah, no, you did, kind of. I'll go back over those properly, I think. And then the cape.
yeah, this is basically, this is a loop, so you can copy paste it and then it's gonna loop for a little. I think it's 3 frames.
I didn't count it as a... 2 of them I saw looped. Let me just finish numbering these because I realized I forgot. So 10 is actually 11.
By the way, I did some work today on the. Oh yeah, I was telling you about it earlier on the puzzles.
On the puzzles.
On the things that I was telling you I was gonna do research, or I was gonna design.
Oh, okay.
It's going well. We'll see tomorrow.
Hey, Octorob.
Hey, hi Rob. Good. Miss you, Nathan.
I'm gonna be right back a sec, okay? Well, like a minute.
Good guy. Sarah's finally gonna leave and let us get the party started.
Your
Yeah, this party started.
Yeah, okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I was getting all sad I wasn't seeing her and others this year. Probably reading into the conversation with Nathan. Get the... Don't need to fill the screen, do we? Have like sky. Yeah, you guys have like a new lockdown tomorrow, right? In the UK. A brand new one. We're gonna be joining you here. Oh, England does. Oh, still? Scotland has like Hasn't it been going for ages there? Or was it more recent? Wasn't it one of the first people to re-lock down stuff? We were slower to open up. That's probably a wise thing. I think I know how to have my cake and eat it too. Let's just take this area, get a bit lower. I'm not having my cake like this, but quite different numbers here than England, but we have different populations, so percentage-wise, it's still concerning. Yeah, I know what you mean. We're kind of the same here. They say we're better than other countries, but we're starting to get every day we're getting into a new record for high number of cases. We had a couple of cities in lockdown already here, and I'm from Athens, the capital, and they're saying this is going to happen very soon here too, because they're afraid that hospitals are going to fill up quickly if we don't. And I think the reasoning is that the sooner we close everything, hopefully the sooner everything opens up for Christmas, although I'm not sure how this is going to work, but
I'm back. Sorry.
oh no, everyone,
Conversation
just
about
chill.
headphones.
Everyone, chill.
Then I stopped
What?
for a snack. I was having a conversation with Laurie about headphones.
What snack are you having?
Oh, I just had a water biscuit. Nothing too exciting.
Anything more exciting than that?
Right. Okay, what was I doing? Well, what layer is this on? Oh, did I miss anything?
Yes.
What did I miss?
No, it's just Dr. Rob was talking about the Scottish situation with lockdown. If they had one. I wasn't the impression they had one, but they did.
Gotta make this the same.
Yesterday I was really struggling on my first diet day. Like I
thought
was
you said-
counting
I thought you
right after the stream.
Yeah.
I was like crazy fucking hungry.
So you were saying that it was easier than you thought, right?
Yeah, and then like the next 2 hours or something, I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna die from hunger. I was like going crazy, and eventually I was patient enough to wait for dinner time, and then I felt like yeah, eating food felt amazing or something. I was like, holy shit, I'm good, I'm okay again. I'm pretty sure I was overreacting because I'm not used to it, but
Oh yeah.
it was an
It's
interesting
natural.
experience. Just because I cut down my portions by a little bit, but my body was in shock.
Your what?
My body,
Your body?
my body was in shock.
Oh, in shock. Okay.
And I decided to not cut down on my breakfast. It was anyway, it used to be 3 eggs and now it's 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided to take it back to 3 because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, breakfast is pretty important.
Yeah, I never used to have breakfast, but it does a lot. I'm doing, but it's kind of fun, so.
I need my breakfast. Otherwise I'm hangry all day.
And you're hungry all day anyway?
Hangry all day.
Oh, do you drink coffee in the morning or just tea?
Coffee? No. Neither. No caffeine. I have
Alrighty.
I have
Isn't that the reason you're angry?
I have red bush tea.
Is that some
No, what do you
African thing?
Yeah, South African. But it's got no caffeine in it. I haven't had caffeinated tea for a long time.
Some little swarmas. How is that breakfast? How is that Greek? I keep telling you, swarmas are nothing like gyros.
I was saying that I'm hangry if I don't have breakfast. I'll be hangry, like I won't be able to like even like function properly and do work. I just can't concentrate when I'm hungry. Like really hungry.
I get that, but I don't get why you wouldn't have caffeine, because that's when I can concentrate.
Because I would
And
rather eat breakfast. Do the
How
healthier
dare you.
option.
It's a healthy thing. It's what wakes you up, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
but
for
like
me, I guess.
why would I decide
Coffee
to
is essential for me to like wake up. It's not like it's not like, ooh, that's tasty, I'll have it with my breakfast.
No,
It's
no.
like, if I don't have it, I can't wake up.
why would I decide to like not have breakfast and then have
I didn't
coffee
say
instead
don't
of
have
breakfast? No, I said
I didn't say
the only reason I'm hangry is because I haven't had breakfast. I wouldn't put caffeine into the equation just because I haven't had breakfast. I'd rather have breakfast and then that will sort out my hungry problem.
A crazy person.
All I need to
I
wake
keep,
up
I keep,
is wake up, and
I
then
keep
eventually
hearing
I'll
you
wake up.
saying hungry is angry, so I'm not sure like when you're getting
Hangry,
angry.
hangry, H, and then angry. Angry with an H at the beginning. It means I'm so hungry that I'm like grumpy.
Oh, so you made up a word to confuse me even further.
It's a word. I mean, it's probably not in the dictionary, but it's a word. It's a thing.
It's a word. It's probably not in the dictionary, but it's a word. Isn't that a definition of a word not being a word?
There are loads of
You
words
made
that
it
aren't
up
in the dictionary that we use.
like that every morning. Oh, I mean, should channel that into your game, Nathan. I recently started. I was always like a really late. Well, when I say I was always, I mean up until like a month ago. I was waking up at like really late, like afternoon. And recently I decided to wake up at like 7 to 8. And I'm not a morning person, but I started being one, I think. It's not like I've always like had bad experiences with waking up in the morning, because waking up in the morning for me meant that I was going to be tired and sleep deprived.
That's
And
cool.
that's
Isn't
not
that just because
necessarily a
you?
thing that...
Isn't that just because you go to bed late?
Well, yeah, I was used to going to bed late. Hungry.
Hungry.
Hungry was added in the dictionary.
Seriously?
No, I don't know. I mean,
Should be.
unless someone added it right now.
It's definitely something I suffer from.
Oh, we can post links, but that's probably okay. The Sarah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I have like a little ban on
Angry and
links.
ransomware added to... Wow. Okay, so Sarah proved me wrong then. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought starving was a... Yeah, I guess you're not starving, but hey, it's Tom. Yeah, isn't Tom? Yeah, you made Theria. Hi, Tom. Yeah, we met at Adventurix.
Hey.
How's the game going? The second one. Ta-da! No, it's huge. No, I guess. It's a Matt Freth Adventure Universe, yeah, the cinematic Matt Freth universe. Shit. I know. Here. I'm making my whole background so that the title looks cool for 1 second on it.
What am I doing?
Yo, Sarah, something like that?
Oof, it's really hard to imagine.
How is it hard to imagine? I made it easier to imagine.
Because it's hard to imagine, like, the way the background's going to look with the colors and everything makes a massive difference. And
Okay,
also, I can't see the full thing properly because of your camera covering it. Like, need like a screenshot, but
I can do shading.
maybe you don't need to do shading for it.
You can see it on Discord. You don't have to look at that. But
It's not that great, but it's an idea. I think that's the problem here. It's what the Breath of the Wild did, kind of. Breathe a little. Tom, when you work with Matt, do you give him like backgrounds like mine, which are like super rough and crappy, and say, "Hey, Matt, can you take this and make it nice?" Because that's my technique. Yeah, I'm struggling to visualize mine if I don't do them like at least a little bit detailed. Oh, this is crazy detail, but kind of. I think I think you did recently actually. That's where I saw it from. I wasn't sure if I said it from Matt or from you. Was the barn or something? Yeah, I think the art direction, "Hey Matt, make this nice," always works with Matt. It's the best person to do matte paintings. Said this joke before, but some people haven't heard it, so I should repeat it as often as I can. Okay, that kind of works better. Hey, Nathan hasn't heard it. Thanks, Nathan. I'm assuming you have extended your hand over there over your computer for a high five. So there you go. If only there was a high five emoji. So next Prober Adventure X, we're gonna high five about this joke specifically. If only there was an Adventure X. Is anyone who's a developer here doing the Adventure X game jam thing? No, Nathan isn't. It's a date. They have the same dates like you had with Matt and abandoned train stations or something.
Abandoned train stations. Sounds so dodgy.
Yes, this is like the story he was telling us. Let's try and do some. Nope.
Hydrate. Is it weird that I have a cup of tea at the start of stream and it's like almost 3 hours later and I've only just finished it? I do like that tea cold though. And it's a pretty big mug.
Chat who's not British are fond of tea.
Sorry?
Is anyone in chat who is not British, like having a hard on about tea as much as British people do?
I don't know why you're saying it's a British thing. Like, tea that I drink isn't even British.
Excuse me, sir. I'm talking to non-British people. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cold tea either, or tea in general. I don't know. I have times where I'm like, okay, I could have some tea, but now I'm at the time where,
What kind of tea do you drink, Nathan? Because the tea I drink is good cold. Because it's a herbal tea. It's not a black
tea is basically for me something that I want to drink if it's dark, if it's like late and I don't want to drink caffeine. I mean, I should pick tea with no caffeine, but
yeah, I was gonna say.
And I don't want to stay awake, but I do want a hot beverage. That's the only time that I want.
Boring normal tea. I go through weird phases where I have Earl Grey in the morning, and then yeah, sometimes normal tea. I haven't had it for such a long time though. You should try Rooibos Red Bush tea. It's good. I think it's good.
I mean, you would think I like tea because I'm always wearing t-shirts. There we go. High five, Nathan.
Had a better opportunity to like use a dinosaur joke with a T-Rex.
I like that one. I like mine too, but slap. It's not the sound high five makes.
Yeah, Red Bush tea.
It's a bit violent. High five.
Sorry, it is Red Bush, but the like the actual name for it is Rooibos.
It's like a Pokemon name. What do you think?
It's a red sort of tea, I guess, and no caffeine. Very tasty, hot or cold. Yeah, I guess tea is kind of a weird thing because it's like hot water pretty much, especially when you go herbal. Without any milk. I don't have it with milk, but Laurie, my partner, has it with milk, which is I find weird, but
Isn't it normal in Britain to add milk in your tea?
To a
Isn't this like a normal question?
non-caffeinated tea? I don't know. Black tea you normally do add milk to, but a herbal tea you don't normally add milk to. So I guess it can be. Yeah, but we have almond milk. I am vegan, but he puts almond milk into his. But it's actually like in Namibia, at least because red bush tea is South African. So obviously it's quite popular in Namibia too. It's quite common for them to have it cold or hot. It might be hot with a lot of milk and a lot of sugar as well. So like weirdly enough, it is normal to have it with milk, I guess.
So almond milk is 100% not milk, right? But it tastes like milk.
Okay, so I was having this
I
conversation.
had a sip the other day, and it was surprisingly milkiest in taste.
Okay, so I was having a conversation with a friend. Don't know if he's still in the chat, but he bought almond milk to try, and he didn't like it because he said it's too watery. So surprising that you say it tastes milky. Because yeah, it's not like technically in the shops it's not called almond milk. It's just almond drink or like almond, just almond. Sometimes all it says because they technically can't call it milk, I guess. But Nathan likes sugar in his
almond
tea.
milk.
I've never had sugar in my tea. I have sugar in my coffee because I can't stand the taste of coffee. It's too bitter.
I stopped having sugar in general.
In coffee, you don't have it?
My tea days. I actually like it. Like in Greece, when you get coffee, if it's cold, they ask you like what kind of sugar do you want, and you can either get it, nothing, a tiny bit, medium, or sweet. I usually get it medium, which means not extremely sweet, but
So
sugar.
there's some sugar in it. Yeah.
But if I'm like on a diet or whatever, I just get no sugar, and I still enjoy it a lot. It's just like with sugar, it's more like, I guess. So I don't really mind. And some people find it weird when I tell them because they say, "Wow, how come you like sugar? You either like it or you don't in your coffee." But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like both.
I've tried it and
Oh,
say
the
it does
almond
not
milk
taste like cow milk. Yeah, well, it definitely doesn't in the sense that it doesn't have that richness that dairy milk has at all.
But okay, so if I drink it, no, I'm just thinking like if I add it to my diet because my diet doesn't allow milk.
I guess
Would that be legit?
Would that be what?
Would that be fine? If
Fine-
I
fine
add
in-
it because
fine in
no,
what
It
sense?
doesn't have any lactose because I don't have any lactose. I can have nuts. Is this categorized as nuts?
You can't have nuts.
I
Then yeah,
can.
you can. Yeah, then it's fine. There's no lactose in it. Like it's less fat than like your normal dairy milk.
Oh, is it fattening or no? It's less.
It shouldn't be. It should be less. Maybe check. I don't know what kind of one you can get there, but
Yeah, I should look at
it
the
will also have vitamins in it that you like vegans would miss out on from not having milk. So maybe it's a good idea for you to have.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not having any lactose.
Why did you
Not having
taste?
tea.
Where did you taste almond milk?
Oh, my sister's fridge. She had some. I was like, oh, let me try that. I didn't make it on the street. It was like, yeah. So I tried it in her house, and I was like, oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, almond milk's the only vegan milk I found that actually is nice in tea. Coconut milk's horrible in tea, in my opinion. Rice milk is like
Yeah,
a
it
weird
might be
sweet
too-
milk that's too watery. Oat milk, that's like probably my second choice, but I still think almonds are a lot better. I think hazelnut milk is nice, but it's like quite strong in taste. I haven't tried cashew milk. I don't know what else there is. Oh yeah, soy milk. I don't know too much about soy milk. Copy, paste.
Yeah, Clink. What engine is the game being made in? Sorry, you want to take it away?
AGS, Adventure Game Studio. Yeah, we were going to do it in Unity at one point and then we had issues. So we decided to take it into our own hands instead of having a programmer make it, and I learned how to use AGS. So that is what we are using.
Yeah, and the good thing about the AGS is it has a really nice, helpful community that keep like they help you. They update it with modules, program their own stuff, and they're super helpful. So that was one of the reasons we also went for that.
Yeah.
If we got stuck, we could ask people, and it would be like, cool. Because he's lactose intolerant. Make sure I send him
You take pills just so that you can get your fix on
send him
lactose.
a box of milk to his house.
Yeah.
I'm Aussie intolerant. Try not to absorb too much.
The thought of dairy milk just makes me feel a bit ill. I never used to like it. Like
You wouldn't
full fat
dairy say that thing.
full fat dairy milk. Especially with like when it has gone off and you like don't know that it's
What
gone
the
slightly
hell?
off
Like-
and you accidentally drink it. It's the most disgusting thing ever.
Yeah, okay, Sarah.
That-
Things that have gone off and rotting make you disgusted. That makes sense though. It's not like milk's fault if it's gone off.
No, milk tastes
It'd be disgusting.
particularly awful when it's at the slightest stage of going off. I don't mean that it's gone green and like weird. I mean when it's slightly off and you can't tell just by looking at it.
We're milking the conversation out a lot. Dairy products. Okay, that's not too bad so far.
Right, what color is the vine gonna be? Do we have a vine
Brown.
anywhere?
Uh,
Brown?
green?
Not green.
I don't know. It should be.
Oh, you know
well, it
what?
should be.
It's gonna be purple. You've done it in green, so I can't do it in green because
If,
need to
if
be
it's
able to
purple,
see
it's not vines. It's a bunch of guts that he's hanging on. Do the same color as the guts from the other one. It will be whatever Matt decides it to be, I guess.
yeah, I can't really do the color yet, can I?
And I'm disappearing into darkness every time.
You start off
Like
really
around this
bright,
time.
and then yeah.
Yeah, because that's when the time sets here, and then I'm like descending into darkness. This isn't looking too bad. So I think it's a little bit easier now that I added shades of like depth.
Yeah.
To tell if
Also-
it works or not.
The font needs to not be orange as well.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. But also the idea was like, look, I have this stupid shitty ladder here,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes to the right of the background. So that was the idea.
What goes to the right?
There's like it's blocked here.
Yeah.
And then on the right, you keep going to the rest of the village,
Mhm.
basically. But I like being able to oversee the village from below. But I also want. That's where I was asking you about the elevator part. If it was going to be a pulley or if it was going to be a ladder. That was one of the parts, at least. It says the taste of milk depends on the type of cow that was used, and you can tell if you taste the milk from a milk cow from a mid milk cow. It depends on the race. What? I'm really confused about those cows.
I mean,
It's a meat milk cow. Don't all cows have meat?
no, I think he means it's the same with meat. Maybe? I don't know. I don't actually know what he means. I don't remember. Like, for me, milk tastes like milk. I think we only got like one kind in Namibia, and then when I was in London, it was still just one kind from like Sainsbury's. It'll taste the same to me. I don't remember. I must have tasted the milk from around here. There's like a local cow farm that makes milk. Before I went vegan, I must have tried that, but it's just milk.
I don't know if anyone's from Kickstarter here, but I was wondering, is there any updates that you folks would be interested in seeing? Because we're gathering ideas so far. Like some people suggested they see our workspace or whatever, or how we, our workspace, I guess, which would be an easy video thing to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that if it was like some months ago, but now that I've moved to the bedroom, it's a bit weird. Because I had like a nice desk space and everything before. I needed to change it up. Using copy paste. I mean, regardless of whether you're from the Kickstarter or not, we put our videos on YouTube, right?
What videos?
I said regardless of whether the people watching are from Kickstarter or not, we put our videos on YouTube. So it's not like it's just for Kickstarter.
Yeah, we do. I was just saying Kickstarter because probably some people from Kickstarter joined us today that they haven't seen us before. No. I meant that there are specific cows for specific purposes. Right. So meat cow milk would not taste as good as the milk from a milk. Yeah, but if you're saying there are specific cows, why would you milk a meat cow? Right? If their purpose is to be eaten. Theropods is the game that we're making, and the title is here. And possibly we can make it a bit larger for Sarah. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, larger is nice.
Yeah, I think larger's not
Ta-da!
better when it's the title screen.
There we go. And this is the beginning of the game. For some reason I got in my head the Zelda. What is it? Kakariko Village one?
Kakariko? I wouldn't know.
So da 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 da. Yeah. It's just like people from Kickstarter would be like, "What? They're just literally starting like the game now? Like this is the first chronologically." So it looks like we just started with it.
Oh, from what you're doing.
Yeah.
In some countries, milk production comes from mixed cows, so after a while they use their meats, while the countries like Uruguay also use them for one purpose. I mean, I don't know. I know you get dairy cows. I thought that was just kind of normal here, to have cows just for milk. Actually, I'm pretty sure I think it is.
Backgrounds are taking me a little longer than they should, but I'm enjoying them. Fuck. Oh,
What's wrong?
no. Wrong layers, my little says. Ozzy finished his essay on the cows and the milking part. It's really milking this issue.
We should probably stop soonish if you're wanting to play I Have No Mouth as well.
Oh, we're doing that too, right?
Be nice to have a little break.
Yep.
I would have liked to finish this animation. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
So we need to
Right
finish this
now.
stream to have a break so we can stream.
Well,
Is what
have
Sarah's
dinner
saying.
and then stream. At least for me.
Oh yeah, you're having dinner. I don't want to miss my dinner, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, you have your dinner at 8, did you say?
No.
Not 8? What time?
8 my time.
Yeah, I just asked you 8 and you said no.
Yeah, no, not your 8.
I'm not
That
talking
was-
about
that
my
was
8,
what-
I'm talking about you. So
Oh,
8
okay.
o'clock, so yeah, it's gonna be whilst we're streaming unless there isn't much left of the game to play. Is it like already made? Or do you need to do the chicken?
It's already made.
Oh, so you could
How
just
do you
eat
know
it.
it was chicken?
So you could just eat it on stream if you want to.
Perhaps.
Since I'm the one doing the actual playing.
Perhaps. Yeah, if anyone's not having anything better to do, they can join us in the last part of Have No Mouth what I must scream. Or you would want to see the last part of it, but that's what we got. Can you, Sarah, can you let me know when I should download the video for our previous stream so that it doesn't disappear?
Have
Are
you
you gonna
not
get
done it?
notification or something?
Just do it.
Not the latest one.
Just do it like now. Today, like after
No.
this sort of thing, right?
Whew. Yeah, I'm a bit tired now with this. Fun background. It's
Right,
kind
I'm
of
gonna
fun.
finish this frame and then I'll stop.
my reminder to put mute mosquito tablets. My reminder is flying mosquitoes. Yep. Cool. You planning on finishing this frame or this animation?
No, just the frame. But I just realized I missed out his hand. And some frames. I started drawing it and then left.
Did you
That's why I
plan
guess
to
it kinda
do some
disappears.
email stuff today, as you told me, as well?
I don't. I'm not gonna have time to do that today.
Okay, because you mentioned it. That's why I was. No, we do have some time, right? Yeah.
What do you mean?
From the deadline that I saw.
Oh right. Yeah, but you kind of need to do it sooner, better than
Okay.
later.
Kind of done with drawing for now, so I'm kind of like having my screen here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I just wanted to finish this one frame, which I am almost finished. Just need to do her other leg.
I'm very proud of us, though. Our first streams were like an hour, and now we're up to 3:20, almost 3.5. Like, it's getting easier, isn't it? And obviously, you guys are helping a lot because we're chatting with you. Just not forget to post
I'm
the deep.
just so aware how I've only done 14 frames, but I don't fully understand it. I think I don't know. It's when there's two things in the same, like two characters in the same frame. I'm not drawing just the spaceman, and then it gets confusing of where all the lines should go.
Yeah, and for this particular animation, I think I really try to not mix the lines on top of each other so that you wouldn't be that confused.
Thanks. Still getting myself confused. Get some chicken masala. Luckily, I don't have to cook. We made like so much food yesterday. Like I think it's for 6 people, but it looked like more. But in the end, it wasn't that much.
Actually, I had chicken masala today. It was chicken sprinkled with tikka masala herbs. Not the actual curry.
Okay. done for now. I can't play it as an animation, but
Okay.
okay, works. Right. Oh, hydrate.
Oh. Cool.
Right. Thank you everybody for watching, for chatting, for following.
For chilling. The Aussie stalking project is working just fine. As you can tell by my food predictions. Yeah, it's a strong project there.
So yeah, we will catch you again tomorrow for another work stream, but tonight in like an hour maybe, we will be back to finish playing I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Hopefully finish it.
Yeah.
We're at
Which
the
we
last
started as
bit.
a Halloween game and now it's past Halloween.
We're
Yeah, I
probably,
don't know.
gonna find that it's gonna be just 10 minutes long, or it's gonna be 4 hours long. So
We're in the last chapter, and last time we were yeah, it was we played way too much, and we didn't want to just like focus on the last chapter's hard puzzles.
yeah, we thought we'd
Being
done the
tired.
last person and that would be it, but there's like a whole extra bit. So it might be short, it might be long. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep,
So
yep.
yeah. See you later, or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or another day.
Yeah, tomorrow yeah, we're streaming tomorrow, right? Yeah, we are.
So
Okay.
bye guys.
So, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.